by using the chat itself as training material. So I'll tell you exactly how to do that. Load up a chat, whatever the issue is, you've seen it, resolved or unresolved, it doesn't matter. Just click on add chat, and now the chat is converted into a document. You can give it a title. Then you have the question over here. You can actually modify the answers to be the right answer, edit any part of the chat, like I will remove all the extra information. So I've deleted the wrong response. I see that the customer mentioned the wrong software name, so I fixed it. And then I'm going to write a response right here. So I've given the right answer over here. Just click on save. And now this information is also added to the knowledge of markers. And when somebody asks a question, something similar to this one, Marcus is going to respond with exactly the right response. So as you get chats, as your bot is aware of what's going on, you can train it and make it better and better. Think about it, constant improvement, just like a human being. Do you remember I told you that PeopleBots is AI-human hybrid chat? Let me show you what it means. I'm joining the chat from one of my other browser instances. And you can hear this now. When I go to live chat, I can see that a live chat has started. And I can click on it to view the chat. And that's because I'm logged in inside of right now. So if a human being is logged in, if your assistants or your team members are logged in, they will be able to monitor the chat. They can see what the customer is typing or the problem from the customer. They can see how the AI has responded. And if they want to help the customers by themselves, they can just type a message here. They can just click on take over chat. And now they can type a message. Here we go. And you can see from the customers, and I can see that Cyril Gupta has joined, and Cyril Gupta is asking me a question. So this way, you can have human beings intervene in chats while not having to take the workload. So anytime they're ready, anytime they're done with the chat, they can just give the control back to the AI. This is the best of everything. Not only do you get a bot that's highly trainable, that has intelligent responses. Just look at this. This is exactly the correct information. But you also have the capability to attend to the customer as a human being and take over the chats. That means your team will never be overwhelmed. If you're doing this job yourself, if you're attending to your customers yourself, you will never be overwhelmed. The AI will take your work, and you can choose to come in any time you want and give the best service to every single customer. Grab every lead, turn every prospect into a customer. You can view all the leads that are collected inside in the lead section. And if you want, you can export them into a CSV file. And if you want to have a look at more details about the lead, you can just click on the view button and you can see details like where they're from, which country, when did the chat happen, of course, the name and email address. PeopleBots has some really fantastic feature. For example, your customers can come to your website on a mobile phone, and instead of typing and being irritated that way, they can have a voice chat. So you can select from different voice types. In the heart of the city, there is a large park where you can select exactly the voice you want for that particular expert. When people come to your websites using a mobile phone, they will see an option to shift to voice chat, and now they can press the mic to speak, record their audio, and actually hear what the bot has to say. This way, people won't have to type long responses on mobile, which irritates everyone, but can have a natural sounding conversation. You can also choose when do you want the lead magnet capture box to appear. So if you want to make it appear right in the beginning, set it to 1, or increase it if you want it to appear later in the conversation. Now, I like it right on the first message because that way I can capture the most number of leads. Of course, you can modify the messages, the prompts that people get, and you can also choose whether you want the name captured or not. And next, you can send an email notification to yourself for every single chat and also to the user. So you get an email record of all the chats that happened on your website. Right at the beginning, there is a little summary which gives you the total update of what happened in the chat, and then you can see the entire chat itself. And if you want to control whether your visitors can request human assistance, you can turn this option on or off. And you can also decide how long the responses from AI should be, right? From small to large. So the smaller response will be succinct, won't have these many details, and a larger response will have a lot more details. And finally, if the AI can't figure out an answer to any question, you can put in the fallback response, maybe ask your customers to create a support ticket. And here you can also set up your welcome message that you can show after the specified number of seconds on your website. So when people come to your website, you can show them things like coupon codes that I do. And if your AI can't figure out the response, you can tell them, hey, this is how you can still get assistance. And here you have the embed pixel code for your bot. All you need to do to bring it to your website is copy it and paste it right above the end body tag in your HTML. So most of the CMSs like WordPress and other CMSs have a system where you can put in the pixel. We also have a full screen embed code. And if you put it on a screen, the experience will turn full screen and people can chat with the bot without any distractions. This is great for coaches because you can make a link and direct people to your implementation, to your coach, where they can talk to the coach or the trainer without any distractions from the rest of the website. And guess what? You've got team access. So you can put in all your team members inside of this app and they can attend to chats, they can review chats, and they will be able to help you with your business. This is great if you got a VA or if you got a team that needs to work on your website. Just add them, just invite them to your bot's account, and they will be able to work on your chats without getting full access. We also have an SMTP integration, which you can assign to any expert. And when you put in your own SMTP, the emails that your customers get will be branded by your from address, your email ID, to help you have a stronger brand presence when people hear from you. And finally, in autoresponders, I've already shown you we've got a number of different autoresponders, and you can send you leads directly to them. And that brings us to the end of demo. This is by far the most advanced AI website chat that every business should have. If you compare it with any other solution in the market, you will find our AI miles ahead.